God bless. We are back. Like I said, we would. Look at me keeping up. Look at me keeping up. Ooh, let me fix my shirt. My shirt looking all crazy. My bad, y'all. I ain't mean to come on here looking crazy. Let me fix myself. Let me represent. Let me represent. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Um, we do have a reading that I'm gonna get into. She had sent on the last live, but she was being filtered and I couldn't see that she had paid. So we're gonna get into her reading, and then we will get into some more energy pulls, and we will get into the list. Okay. God bless everybody wherever you are watching from. We are live. It is 9:09 on the East Coast. Currently June 16th. All right, June 16th. If you are seeing this live any other time, please know that it is not me. It is a recording. Somebody recorded me and they're trying to pose as me. So please beware of scammers, especially on TikTok and Instagram. I've seen a bunch of fake pages out there. Please don't be bamboozled. I will never ask you for money or ask you for a reading. You guys contact and communicate with me, okay? Hey Sandra, hey Tiffany. God bless. Um I saw a new account that is impersonating me, and they liked and favorited my video, and they have like all of my recent videos up there, and I'm like, that is so disheartening. I hate that that still happens, but you guys, whenever you see them and you know it's not me, please report. Please report, please block. The more people that do it, the more we can get these other accounts banned and restricted. But we are back. I was live earlier, so if you missed me, definitely go check out the live. Hey, what's up, Leo? I definitely will. Yeah, if you guys see any other pages, yo, block them for real. They playing. They out here playing. Leo, what you doing on here, girl? We have a special guest, y'all. My other Saggy twin. Hello, Emmanuel. I am waiting for Kiana. Kiana came on earlier and she paid for a reading. I'm gonna send this to her. Give me 1 second, you guys. Let me go ahead and send that. Okay, there you go. Hey Kiana. Alright girl, we're back. I just had sent it to you to your text. I was like, man, I still don't see her, but it's okay. Everybody say hello to Kiana. She was on earlier. No, it's okay. Ooh, you're baking bread. What kind of bread? I've been wanting to get in my bread saga era, but I have yet to. And I've also been wanting like to create my own butter too. I want to do all these things. Hi, chocolate chip banana. Ooh, oh my god, I love me some banana bread. Banana bread is one of my favorites. Ooh, and then chocolate chips. Girl, you're speaking to my soul. You speaking to my soul. What's up, Paradise? I see you, Bookie. Paradise showing out. Thank you for the gifts. Yo, she be going ham on the gifts. I love my Paradise. I love Mama. God bless. Everybody get acquainted. Everybody say hello. All right, this is not late night, but this is usually the time that I come on. So you'll see like our regular crowd and then some. So if you guys would definitely tap the screen, share the live. I'm gonna go ahead and do my prayer. But please share amongst each other, say hello. If you guys hello, bendiciones. God bless you. I see you on YouTube. Let's go ahead and do the prayer. All right. Thank you, Paradise. I love you, girl. I love you. All right, let's tap in spirit. Kiana, we're gonna tap in, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my prayer first, okay? If you guys would share the live, tell a friend to tell a friend, let them know Madam Divine is out here. We're going to tap into some readings. The list is open. As you guys know, I will be doing some card pulls after I do this reading. So if you guys want to stick around, you're more than welcome to. Just make sure that you are following. You're more than welcome to sit and listen to somebody else. I feel like sometimes, people receive their own therapy and they receive like their own perspective, especially when you're like tapping into somebody. There could be things that I may bring up that may resonate with you and you may apply it to your life, right? So, yeah, definitely connect, y'all. Go ahead, share the live. Let's go ahead and get the likes up. I'm going to go ahead and open up in prayer, and then we're going to tune in for Kiana's energy. But if you're here, God bless. Know that you are divinely guided, divinely protected, and everything is in alignment. My name is Madam Divine. I am an intuitive psychic medium. I am also a Reiki practitioner, so I do lots of distant healing and just healing overall. I do a lot of shadow work, a lot of self love, a lot of self reflection, a lot of enlightenment. I focus on the lessons in life, severing. So if that's something that you're interested or you've been needing help with, definitely connect with me. I am also an intentional jewelry maker. I make the dopest jewelry. I also put Reiki in my waist beads. I've been doing waist beads since 2020. So if anybody knows about waist beads, it's gonna be me. Okay, I have perfected my waist beads. I'm not saying that they are the best. I've seen so many other dope creators, but it's just something about knowing what you put into your work and then seeing the creation after, right? Um, and I'm also a poet. I'm a poet and I'm a published author. I have published my first book earlier this year. It's called by Fire, Crowned by Spirit. So if you guys like poetry, this is a really easy read. For anybody who has read the book, this is my life, journal entries, and I'm very vulnerable. But through my vulnerability, you're able to kind of see and grow and develop within yourself. So again, I'm big on self-improvement and becoming the best version of yourself. So if that aligns with your spirit, please make sure you guys join the Soul Tribe. All right. I am live on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and also Instagram. I'm usually on Twitch, but not tonight. I'm just gonna stay on those other platforms. But if you guys want to join our Soul Tribe on YouTube, please go ahead. Everything is linked in my bio. Okay, everything is unforgettable underscore EMZ. Those are my handles. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and open up in prayer. Thank you for your love, your energy. Thank you for always supporting wherever you are. May God bless you, okay? Padre nuestro que está en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga tu reino, hágase tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día. Perdona nuestra ofensa como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. No nos deje caer en la tentación, libéranos del mal. Amén. Ave María, Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo. Bendita tú eres entre todas las mujeres y bendito es el fruto de tu vientre Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores, ahora en la hora de nuestra muerte. Amén. Gloria al Padre, al Hijo, al Espíritu Santo, como era en el principio, ahora y siempre, por los siglos de los siglos. Amén, amén, amén. God, thank you so much for all that you continue to do for the collective. I thank you for your divine guidance, your divine light. I ask that you please show out tonight as you always do. I ask that you connect me with those who really need that connection with Source. I ask that you use me as a beacon of light. Use me as a messenger as I now become the vessel from the spirit to the physical. God, I ask that you keep me protected. You keep me safe, keep me guarded in your love, light, energy. I ask that you shield and ward off all that isn't for me. I ask that you protect me from my crown all the way down to my feet and extend that veil over to my viewers and to anyone who I tap into tonight. God, I ask that you bless this space. May this be a safe, healing space for anyone who would like to join, anyone who would like to hear, or anyone that would like to unite with other like-minded individuals. I thank you for each and every person that we come in contact with. God, I ask that you continue to move through, move mountains, clear the path, allow clarity to come through, take away the bandage, and help restore what has been missing or lost and many of those who are connected today. God, I thank you for all that you do. I call upon my spiritual court. I call upon my loved ones who have transcended in light, my guardians who are here to support, my angels, Archangel Michael, my santos, my eguns, my muertos, las gitanas que me acompañan, los indios que me rodean, my son 3, my grandmother Emilia, my best friend Sierra, Ashe, Ashe. Many blessings wherever you may be. God bless everybody. Thank you, Jill. Or Gigi. Is it Gigi? Thank you, Mama. I appreciate it. We're gonna go to Kiana. Kiana has sent in for an in-depth. Hi, Mama. God bless you. She sent in for um an in-depth. Now, Kiana, I'm pretty sure I tapped in earlier, but once I release the energy, I don't remember. I don't remember what we talked about earlier today. Because imagine if I held on to everybody's energy, I'd be spent. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna tap in. All right. I want to make sure that you're open. I don't know if you remember that from earlier, but I want you to make sure that you are open. Make sure that you aren't crossed. Your energy is very much open. Your legs aren't crossed. Your arms aren't crossed. Your fingers, your toes. Make sure it's all open. Once I connect to your energy, you may feel, certain sensations. I may be speaking of something, you may get chills, you may run heat, but just know that it is safe. Okay, I don't want you to worry or think that I'm doing anything crazy. I'm a healer. When I tap in, I can feel certain things within the body dynamics, certain traumas that need to be released, or certain patterns or behaviors that need to be rectified. Okay, whatever the case may be, know that this is a safe space. So if it gets emotional, if it gets overwhelming, it's okay. I completely understand. Your emotions and your energy is valid. So I just want you to know that this is a safe space for you. Okay, let's go ahead and tap in. Did you say you were in a relationship? Because I know we're gonna tap into it general, but did you say are you in a, or are you have a relationship, right? Was it a long-term partner, or okay, see, bet. All right, perfect. So I'll tap into that as well. Okay, I think that's what came up in the other reading. um I don't understand what you're saying, but I hope it's nothing crazy, because I can see the comments coming on YouTube, but it's not my language. I don't know what that is. And no offense or disrespect. Just letting you know. Hopefully you understand me. All right. Kiana, what is your zodiac? What is your zodiac? Taurus. All right. Holy Spirit, holy angels, divine truth, divine wisdom, divine counsel, we thank you for this time that you have united me and Kiana. I ask that you remove my energy, remove all previous energies as I now tap into Kiana Torres, wherever she may be located. God, I ask that you align me with her higher self, her counsel, her loved ones that want to see her prosper in this life. Please align me with her energy, whatever it is that she needs to know or whatever needs to come about. Please shed your light, shed your truth, bring clarity, and also bring confirmation for whatever it is that she seeks. God, I ask that you place a veil from my crown all the way to Kiana. Keep us protected and guarded from any unwanted energies, any evil, any malice, any entity. Keep us protected and grounded. We give all thanks. Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. You've been seeing lots of fives and lots of twos, okay? These could be numbers that have been popping up here lately for you. But fives and twos, okay? February could have been significant, May could have been significant, but those dates are definitely coming strongly. All right, fives and twos. Spirit. All right, let's bring to the forefront. What do we want to focus? What is this general energy that we're going to bring for Kiana? Kiana Taurus, what does she need to know, Spirit? For the highest good of all, for Kiana. For Kiana. Okay. Ooh. All right, Kiana, your reading starts at 15 minutes on YouTube, okay? 15 on YouTube if you want to run it back. So, the first card that I see in your general reading is the 10 of Swords, but it's in the reverse energy. Okay. So, this energy alone speaks a lot, right? Because you've been through a lot. You've redeemed your energy from past pain, sorrow, suffering, struggles, whatever it is that you went through in life. Okay. And I'm seeing like it's like a culmination of things. You have literally pushed through and you persevered, right? It's like you redeemed yourself. Every failure, every step that you you couldn't see the full vision, and maybe it just didn't work out, and it left you in a certain bind, or it left you in a certain particular situation, right? You've always persevered, no matter like no matter what was up ahead. Okay, you rise above your problems. You're like I don't want to say like a problem solver, but it seems like you figure out solutions. It's been a hard night knock life for sure. Yeah, with the 10 of swords, like that's somebody who, I may be down, but I get up 10. Like I'm hearing that. Like it doesn't matter what it is that you have gone through in life, you've come out stronger. You've redeemed yourself. I keep hearing redeemer. Um I keep hearing Redeemer. I feel like you have been really working on your healing. Okay, heavy on healing here. You've been really trying to either get back to yourself, but it's been kind of hard, right? Because I feel like a part of you sometimes when it comes to your own energy, you may not even be fully aware of who you are, right? Especially when you've been with a long-term partner for so long, right? You tend to like lose yourself in a relationship because you end up finding things mutually, or end up doing something because you know that it means something to your person or to your family, whatever the case may be, because this is like a long-term partner, family, friend, like comfort. Okay, it's like you came became comfortable in your situations, but I feel like that has caused you to be insecure within yourself. I feel like you fight some insecurity sometimes. You may look at yourself and you may not see the same person you saw 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You may look at yourself and you may be hard on what didn't work, what didn't turn out for you. um like holding on to something that didn't work out instead of just accepting that maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Definitely the case. I feel like you've come through a lot of setbacks, lots of self-doubt. And listen, self-doubt is only pushing you to not fulfill what it is that your purpose is, right? Because sometimes you may be in the right energy where you need to be, but because you're doubting yourself, like you're over analyzing, over criticizing, you lose out on the blessing, you lose out on the purpose. And I feel like that has caused lots of delays for you. And it almost seems like you've lost control. There's times where you lose control. And again, it's this like energy of familiarity, just being in a certain energy, getting comfortable and not pushing yourself to go outside of the box. Not saying that you're a weakling, not saying that at all, but it's like, you feel like this has been working and you keep telling yourself, well, okay, well, I'm gonna try it a different way. but you keep reverting to the same thing. If you get what I'm saying. I'm the head of household. I stay stable, so to speak. And that's a lot to carry. That energy alone is a lot to carry, right? And when you have that, when you have that like chain of command, right? When you have that what's the word? When you have that responsibility, when you have that duty, it's like any setback that you come across hits 10 times worse, because it's not just you being affected by the setback, it's your entire household. So that's something big that it's something really big. I definitely see that there's been a lot of delays, a lot of setbacks here. Yeah, look at that, the fool in the reverse. It definitely, there's definitely some blockages here. Okay. Energy of holding back. Uh Almost like a reckless energy here. Why is the Fool card here, Spirit? Why is the Fool card here for Kiana? Yeah, see the Two of Wands. Maybe you were intended to move, right? Maybe you were considering moving or talked about moving, but it's like it's all talk. It like never leaves the group chat, so to speak. And like it's getting to a point where it's like frustrating. Like you're believing that, nothing else is to come. Like this is just what life is. And it's like I keep hearing like this can't be life. Yeah, look at that. You're overextending yourself. You're overextending your energy. Here with the Six of Pentacles, it's like you're giving from a cup that you don't even have. You're giving from something you don't have. Okay? I feel like I'm not saying that anybody is abusing your generosity. I'm not saying that anybody is over here manipulating or, but I definitely feel like, somebody could definitely be doing a little bit more to help and they're not doing it. My partner says that a lot. I also take care of my parents. They're supposed to be moving soon, but it's slow to happen. Yeah. Hi, Alexandra. Bendición. But it's slow to happen. Yeah, girl. I just feel like it's a lot. It's a lot on your plate. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what your husband does, right? There could be there could be a reason why he's like not able to. I don't know if it's because, he's not legal, because I see court here. It is. It's like drowning. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you. I don't think it's I is it advised? I know you're not asking me, but I just need to know. Is it advised, Spirit, for Kiana's spiritual court, her loved ones? Let's speak truth. Should she take on the responsibility of her parents? Will you guys allow them to move? Girl, don't do it. Don't do it. Not right now, at least. And if it's something that you can't get away from, I feel like you need to prolong it, because it's only going to make your mental health more, like it's going to hinder your mental health. Anxiety through the roof. You can't sleep. You're constantly, and this could also be you taking on like a parent that's like that, right? A parent that, could be very moody, and very like unmanageable sometimes, like the attitude and not wanting to try things, like it's going to really affect you. I don't know how your parents are. It feels like that catalyst is holding up everything, and I can't help it but deal. You're spot on. It feels like that catalyst is holding up everything. Did you put something before that? I don't know if it skipped something. But yeah, your spiritual court, I asked on behalf of your spiritual court, right? But you are not receiving any support, and that would not be a financial sound decision, because right now the way that the cards are laid, I'm not saying that you're going to lose your job, you're going to lose your income. I'm not saying any of that, right? But there are lots of unfortunate things happening in our economy right now that could throw you for a loop. No, you're right on the money. It's causing a lot of stress. Girl, this is going to be way more than stress. Way more than stress. And it's not even your stress to carry. You know what I'm saying? Um I'm strongly advising, and when I say I'm speaking in behalf of your spiritual court, right? Because I asked firmly, I didn't ask my ancestors, I asked yours, I asked your guides that are wanting to help you. And right now there are so many, like, there's so, like, I want to flip these cards for you so you can see them, so you can make your own judgment. All right. But most of your cards are in reverse. The only cards that are upright is the family card and the stress card. Okay. Everything else is in the reverse. So that tells me that the energies aren't in alignment for you to pursue this right now. It's like you are basically um you're searching for a needle in a haystack. Literally, that's the phrase that I'm getting. You're literally searching for resources in a, like, as if it was a needle in a haystack. And that, I mean, come on now. A needle and a haystack. And I'm not talking about one haystack. I'm talking about a whole truckload of haystacks. Okay? I'm not saying that your family abuses, but it just seems like they are powerless. Like, they're not wanting to do anything for their own situation. It's like they just pawn their duties and their responsibilities onto other people. See what I mean? Look at that. The Magician and the three of pentacles in the reverse. Listen, I don't know your family, girl. I hear you. They just are used to over relying on me. Girl, you know what that is? That is, I'm gonna be honest with you because I don't sugarcoat. Okay. Remember how I told you I was gonna tap in, and once I tapped in, I was gonna see certain behaviors and patterns and things that we needed to work on? Yes, lack of boundaries. That's on you, mama. That has nothing to do with them. So at the end of the day, you could be upset because they've chosen that, but you've made it a priority to make yourself the center of it all, right? You want to be Captain Save America, and everybody's like, oh yeah, she could do it, oh yeah, um it'll be fine. I know she comes through. You know what I'm saying? And that could be, I don't know if you're an eldest daughter, right? But that's definitely gives me like the complexity of an elder daughter, right? That takes on the responsibilities and takes on the duties of everybody else. I am. You see what I mean? Come on, Kiana. I'm there with you, girl. You can only do so much. Okay, the blanket ain't even touching you at this point. You're not even under the blanket. You got everybody else under that. And this is like a double California bed size blanket. And you got everybody in that motherfucker but you. The toes ain't even touching. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're putting yourself in situations that are setting you back. And you can help when you can, but you have to be firm with your boundaries. You need to know when to say no, because right now there's just no way that you could do it. There's no way. And I don't know your financials, I don't know, your situation, but look at that, the 3 of Swords and the three, look, three fives, right? There's lots of transitioning taking place now, and you need to allow it. And if your partner isn't able to help you, then the question is, what are we doing? Because you're saying long-term partner. Look at that, long-term partner, and the 2 of Cups came up. Okay, let's tap in. What's going on with the 2 of Cups? Why is the partner showing up here, Spirit? Why is the partner showing up here? Yeah, look, the 6 of Wands. It's like you're holding on to this because it's out of comfortability, right? But it definitely feels like there's no recognition here. Look at that, Ace of Cups. This is definitely love here, girl. Look, I don't know the situation between you and your partner, okay? Y'all been together for a long time, but I feel like there's definitely a lack here, okay? With the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Swords in the reverse, and then you have the Ace of Cups. You get love, right? But sometimes love isn't enough to carry a relationship, let alone a household. You need more than love. You need commitment. You need assistance. You need a friend. It's a lot. Okay. Relationships take work. Okay. But you also haven't set boundaries within your relationship. Now, you can tell me I'm lying. I'll shut the fuck up. But what I see here is very disappointed energy, right? Maybe you're disappointed in your partner because they haven't been able to show up and assist you, right? It just seems like they've kind of left that burden onto you for you to figure out. But maybe that's his boundary, right? Oh, well, that's her mess. Like, let her fool with it. What do I have to do with it? You get what I'm saying? Um, I feel like there's definitely some shifting energy here. No, I need to be better about boundaries in general. It feels like he's at odds with my parents. That's the energy. Well, you're never going to have a happy home or a successful home when you have your partner and your parents. That shit is only going to get worse. Okay? It's only going to get worse. Cuz look, I see it. The 2 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. You guys are unified, right? But there's definitely a factor here that can definitely deter and definitely break up the dynamic. I'm not saying that your parents would, right? But there's a reason why he feels that way. Yeah, the Justice card. And it could be because maybe your family believes strongly in marriage, or maybe he does. And they're just too different. Like maybe somebody sees the worth in a marriage, and maybe the other person doesn't see the value. So there could be some judgment there with the Justice card here, because that's court, that's legal issues. Do you have children with this person, with your long-term partner? Do you have children? Yeah, look, the Devil. We got the Justice and the Devil. Oof. I do not. So no kids. Oh, okay. So, but you do have kids, just not with him. Yeah, we have the Justice, the Devil, and then the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So I don't know. Maybe your past had lots to do with unhealthy relationships. Because I see, that brokenness. Yeah, and that's another fight with the baby daddy, right? Listen, girl, you're spread too thin. You are spread too thin. Okay. There's still a lot of toxicity attached. Um, it's a lot affecting your relationship. You're telling me, yeah, girl. Yeah, I'm telling you, but you're the one living it. This is insane. Okay. Um, have you checked in with yourself? That's the biggest question. Have you checked in with yourself? That part is important. Like, what does Kiana want? I know I have some messes to clean up. It's a lot. Listen, we're human. Nobody's saying that we're going to have a clean slate, right? Nobody's saying that. But there are definitely some priorities and boundaries that need to be set in place. Kiana needs to figure out what she wants. Everybody else can come after. Because if you're not giving yourself the attention that you require, you're always going to go in life lacking, because you're always, and that's a complex issue. Okay, there's something deeply rooted in here that puts you in that position to do that. Um, we can definitely look into it. If you're interested in figuring out why it's hard for you to do that, or just wanting to get more insight, we can definitely tap into that energy. You can definitely message me, we can go private. I'm not saying this evening, but I'm just saying in general, whenever you want to. I feel like it needs to do some deep shadow. Yeah, you do. And I do lots of shadow work. So you're right in the right space. I definitely feel like you could definitely benefit from a cord cutting. And I'm not talking about severing ties with certain people. I'm talking about patterns and belief systems and, things that you've held on, because this is a deep rooted issue. Okay, this is a deep trauma wound that you have, where you put everybody above your needs. It's not just only the elder daughter syndrome. It has a lot to do with the way that you were raised growing up. Okay, certain things were neglected. You always had to step in. Maybe you were the caretaker when it came to your siblings. Your parent had to work. Whatever the case was, like, you had to grow up fast, and it's second nature for you to take on the burdens, because you had to do that as a child. So this is some deep shadow work, and I can help you, but you have to be open and receptive to the work, because it's not just cutting a tie, doing a cord cutting, burning candles. It's none of that. When I tell you I go deep, I give you the prompts. I work with you. If Kamika's still in here, she could tell you we did a cord cutting. You know what I'm saying? She's been a part of a lot of cord cuttings that I've done, and it's something deeply rooted within yourself. Okay, so there's a lot of things that right now you need to kind of take a pause. You need to ask Kiana what Kiana wants, what is going to help Kiana become a better person. The more you pour into yourself, the more you can pour into others. But don't fill up your cup and empty it to everybody else, because who's filling Kiana's cup? Your cup may come up with a little bit of shots. I hear you, and thank you. I will save the pennies for some deeper work. Girl, don't even say it like that. Just say, you know what? I'm rich in spirit, and spirit knows that I need this work, and God will make it work out. Something will fall into place. You know, like, those are the ways that we need to speak. Okay, not saying that pennies are bad or anything, because I give pennies to my ancestors. I leave pennies at the crossroads. I leave pennies at the park. I leave pennies at the river. But we need to think with a different mindset. Okay, we need to think with a different mindset. You deserve to heal. You deserve to be a better person. You deserve to feel full, right? And not just anxious and worried and overwhelmed. Like, this is second nature to you. So we have to break those patterns. We need to work on the nervous system and really tackle the reason why you're reverting to these patterns. I do have a intake form. It's on my website. I'll send it to you. Since I have your number, I'll send it to you, and you can take the intake. Um, it's like a guided form, and this intake will literally have you think. And I want you to really sit down with the prompts. Okay, I don't want you just to like fill it out and be done with it. Like, I really want you to take the time whenever you can. I know that you have children, but whenever you can set the time for Kiana, right? And just sit down with these prompts and write away. And once you type, and there's no character limits, right? You don't have to write a whole story. You don't have to write 2 sentences, but you can definitely tap in on that. And then I will receive it. Once I receive it, I can look at it and I can see kind of where I can help you navigate, and maybe see some other things that maybe you haven't picked up on. Then from there, we can discuss if you want to go further. If not, then you know the steps and you know where to find me. right? Because I'm still going to be here doing what I do. That's not going to stop. But you'll know how to find me. You'll know how to, like, hey, I'm ready for that cord cutting. I have the money. God bless me with it, and I'm going to go ahead and take care of it. And then you will see, okay? I will send you the link, okay, Kiana? When I get off this live, I will send it to you so that you can look over it. Okay. And it's not something like hard, like literally, you could take your time with it. I've had a couple people fill out the intake form and it made them see things in a different light. And that's what I'm here for, right? I'm here to like take those blinds off and kind of show you like a different world, show you a different perspective so that you can grow and become a better version of yourself so that you can help those that you love and care for in the best way without burning yourself out. Okay? So that's what I have for you. Definitely, if you want to book a private and we can tap more into it, like I said, or just do the intake form wherever you feel comfortable. Okay. You just let me know. You have my phone number. You can reach out to me whenever. You don't have to wait till I'm live. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay. I release your energy. That's what's coming up in your reading. I appreciate you. And look, that's the motherfucking truth. Ace of Swords. I'm definitely gonna help you, girl. You gotta give that time to yourself because you deserve that. I release your energy with love and light. God bless you. And I look forward to helping you when you're ready, okay? I'm not sure if you're still there, Mama. And you could definitely run it back on YouTube, okay? You can see the cards and everything. I have a microphone there too, so you can hear me a little bit more. I see you in the like, so yeah, I do see you there. Thank you, Mama. I appreciate you. God bless you. May that blessing come back to you tenfold. And know that everything will happen in divine timing, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. I'll be back on in about 30 minutes or so. And